I think you need to sign a consent form
You're
for
not
like your
sitting there
child
knee.
to sit on the knee.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Like.
Because Santa could be any random fella. Santa could have.
Santa could be a chatty boy.
Is it? Santa, what's in your pocket?
Here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack. Welcome back, talking shit and drinking wine, like and subscribe. Here's the crack.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Here's the Crack podcast. It's Christmas.
Here's the crack.
Well, it's not Christmas. It's the 22nd. This is going out on.
It's just before Christmas.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle
Santa's
bells, jingle
coming.
Santa. Oh.
Santa's bringing his big sack down the chimney and he's gonna come with presents.
All over the place with presents. Like, you bah.
Go
Get on
Santa.
your boy, yeah.
Let's go, kid.
And like
Fucking get a grip.
Spit it out.
like walking
Jesus
into the
Christ.
living room on Christmas night and being surprised by Santa's big sack. Tommy's going to surprise us with a question time. Roll that intro.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the greatest show on earth.
It's Tommy's question time.
If you could replace your Christmas dinner with any other meal, what would it be and why? So basically, I want you to like recreate Christmas dinner, but you can't use any of like the traditional Christmas dinner items.
Like proper recreate it, not just be like, oh, I love fish fingers and chips. So.
Well, like obviously, like the
You need
way
at
I
least-
see it is like with turkey and ham, you rarely have it any other time. So I'm like, I would like you to come up with something that like you might only have like a couple of times a year. Like obviously not something you'd have like you can't say a steak
Yeah.
like something you have regularly.
Something that you have regularly.
No, like I was in like you can't
On
just
an
have
occasion.
like you can't have a meal that you just have all the time. Like.
Should we just make a dish, right? We'll just start adding things to it.
Okay.
Like,
So,
my first thing I'm adding in is chili prawns.
So let's go starters, mains, but like right. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go starters,
right.
then we're gonna go main
Main.
dish. So like the meat, and then
Yes.
we're gonna go sides. Then we're gonna go dessert. So starting off starters, you're going with chili prawns.
That's my
It's
starter.
a good
yeah.
shout, lah. Love
That's-
some chili prawns.
Don't get it too often. It's more of a holiday
That's a good
sort
one.
of thing, but
You know what I would do?
bring it
What do
home.
you call it? Fucking this like crispy squid,
Oh, calamari.
calamari, lah.
Delish.
Something different. You
Good
rarely
shit,
have
lad.
it.
Fair choice.
What about you?
I'd probably go for
I know what you're gonna say. Ella.
what?
Wings.
Subway.
No,
Wings.
no, I wouldn't go for wings. I'll probably go for. Let's go for cheesy garlic bread with sweet chili sauce on the top of it.
For starters.
Yeah.
So
That
random.
is so
Yeah, I
random.
had
Would you
that.
have that on its own as a meal?
No, not for a meal. I'd have
I
it as
know,
a,
but like,
someone give me.
do you
as
not
a
even
stu-
have like meat or anything with it? Like that's just.
No, I'd have like. So you
Are
have
you
gar-
the type of person that would have like a sandwich without any meat in it? Like
No,
just
I
the
always have
cheese
meat,
and-
no.
Would you just
No.
have like a cheese toasty?
No,
You
I
just
always
the
have to
person who
have
goes to
meat.
Subway and orders cheese and ham sandwich.
But no, there was one time, and it's always been on my mind since. Like I had someone give me garlic bread with like melted cheese in the top of it, and there was like sweet chili sauce covering it and stuff. It was
Tell me
so
more.
Oh, I have
so
this thing
succulent.
that you make. It's like, you know, you get like a real fancy like brown bread,
Yeah,
and you put, you know, the wee cubes of cheese or the feta cheese.
yeah,
Bit of that, bit of tomato, bit of mozzarella, or no,
Yeah.
cheddar, bit of pepper,
hmm
toast it, fucking real.
See,
So wrong.
see to be
So
see to be
Like a
fair.
fuckload
So
of cheese.
sun-dried tomatoes, sorry, not normal tomatoes.
If you want me to add, if you do want me to add a meat to it, I'll add chorizo
Chorizo,
random
I suppose
to the
that
top
works,
of it. Yeah.
Sweet
Right.
chili's a random one for.
Oh man, don't knock it till you try it. Eh?
I can't-
Oh,
what
I'm
dr-
so-
what
so-
drink? What drink would you pair it with? Let's pair every meal with the like every course with the drink. So like, you're sitting down to the table. It's Christmas dinner. What drink are we starting off with here?
I feel like for your starter, you know, you don't want anything too heavy to start
keep it
with.
light.
Like you'd want to keep it like light, like a wee Corona or something.
Do you ever have like
Yeah.
that Bucks Fizz?
Yeah,
It's class, though.
it's nice. Lah.
I
You can't beat Schlur.
Oh, but it's Christmassy.
I know,
You
but
have to
you
keep
just
away.
can't.
That's a
Yeah,
tradition.
stay away.
Stay away,
Something
yeah.
different. What's a drink? Like, what's a drink you'd never have with Christmas dinner at the starter? Like,
Because he had sport.
What I would do is also keep it light. We shot. Just with your starter.
Man.
Nice.
Get you going, get the mood fucking flowing, the vibes flowing.
The vibes.
Like
Like
a wee chalk pop, yeah.
Or no, it'd be a Guinness.
I think a wee chalk pop would be great at the end, just to see it all
Yeah,
off.
a wee bit of
A wee
dessert.
bit of a minty flavour, so you're not leaving.
But you gotta start it with a
I
bang. like.
suppose you have a point now.
Right. Main
What,
course. What's your main?
Are you doing yours?
what would you
I
have?
said calamari.
What would you have
your
for a
drink?
drink?
Oh.
What's your drink of
I'm trying to
choice?
think,
A
actually.
Negroni.
A what?
Spagliato. With prosecco in it.
This is a tough one now.
A cup of tea.
Whiskey sours.
Whiskey. Shit. So you're such an old man.
Straight in though.
Whiskey
Trying to
sours.
think of another like sort of cocktaily drink that would go well.
Long Island iced tea.
For a starter.
Starter.
Start off
Your
right.
main course is going to be fucking
Straight up absinthe.
absinthe.
Right, moving on.
Means-
Main course, main dish. What are we going?
I don't know. Go use first, because you're a culinary.
Shell lead the way here. So he's the chef. Huh?
I wasn't even really thinking like cooking food. I was thinking fucking KFC.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Well, why not? Huh?
Or like, I know it's sort of a tradition in America. I think a lot of people actually just get Chinese on Christmas Day.
Bit of salt.
I think
chili
that would be
chicken.
meant like salt chili chicken. But then like, you can get that anytime.
Then you
It
need
needs
to
be
think, you need to
special.
think the sides. Huh? Like, what are you gonna pair this with? Huh?
Curry sauce, gravy sauce, sweet chili sauce, all the sauces. Like, anything you want.
Gravy sauce on a fucking Chinese is an absolute sin.
Man, gravy sauce is unreal out of the Chinese. It's not the same gravy as you get at home.
I can't believe people do
It's not
that.
pesto, like. And you can get, see if you
It's
get
not
gravy.
pesto. You wouldn't like to think so. Eh?
Well, like,
You're going into the
it's
Chinese.
different.
I'm just a fucking tub of pesto.
it's a different sort of gravy. Like. It's different gravy. Like.
Different
It's
gravy.
different gravy.
See,
Nice, man.
It has to be.
In a way, you're kind of getting us to like tell us your final meal, because we're picking our favorite
no,
thing.
don't try. This is a different. Like, this is what you do. You go on all these different things.
This is what you do. What does that mean?
Stick to the question, please.
What would you have?
It's tough, like.
See, this is
Because I'm
what,
trying to
this
think of
is-
something that I don't have regularly, like, because you have chicken, like you have chicken all the time, and you said salted chili chicken.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, you're not going to
good.
sit down at dinner on Christmas and be like, "Oh, this
What
is
about-
such a treat."
Can you pick something that you've
Sushi?
had at a restaurant that you wouldn't have all the time, but you
Yeah,
just
well,
love?
that's fine. Like,
I would probably have them garlic chicken wings that I had at in
bootleg.
Bootleggers that day.
Oh, I've got it now, actually.
Had me writing.
Oh, well, you know the way, like, you sort of present the turkey?
Yeah.
Like, as, like, the centerpiece of the
The
meal.
centerpiece.
Yeah.
What about a massive fucking rack of ribs?
Oh,
And
barbecue.
then, like,
Such
you
a
put them on the
shit, eh?
table and you get all the sauces and you just, like, pour them
yeah,
on
that
the
would be good. Like.
barbecue.
Actually, I didn't even think of that. That's
Yeah.
so good.
That's your main, like. And then you have your mac and cheese on the side.
Yeah.
You've all your fucking
Nachos.
all that sort of, like,
You know
I'm
what I think
starving
would
now,
love to
you
do?
know?
Hey, just once a year, do like
wow.
the rap god thing. Just with an absolute
yeah.
insane rap for Christmas dinner.
Do you know what
wraps.
Do you know what I had the other day for the first time? Pork with stuffing in the inside of it. So it was like a pork
Why have
roast.
you never had that
It was like a
before?
pork roast, and then there was like there was like inside it was like it looked just like someone had put a tube of stuffing in
Have
it.
you
It
never
was
had that?
unreal. Like.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. What is happening? I feel like this is dragging on a bit.
What would you pick?
I'd go rap. Big
Or-
dirty rap.
oh, of
have a
course.
load of shit on it, man. I like the idea of the Chinese, hey?
Yeah,
But have like
Whack it in the
everything
German.
in
Yeah.
one, like, just
Yeah.
like
Have you-
salted chili chicken, noodles, chips,
Nice.
rice, curry sauce. Throw the prawn crackers in there as well.
And
Crunchiness.
everyone, instead of getting plates, you'd get your own George Foreman.
yeah,
Like,
just
it'd
at
be
the
sitting
table.
at every
sizzle that bad boy.
set piece. Yeah.
Love
And
it.
then you'd have like wee sides, like just like sauces, like curry sauce to dip it into. Great.
And what if I dessert then?
What did you pick?
What did you pick?
I literally just told you
Wings.
them
What's
wings.
your sides though?
Sides. Ooh, I really like the sour cream and chili fries from Ramore. Really like that.
Ross only eats out. He doesn't even eat out.
Yeah, probably that. Like I like ribs. Like I would say like You remember whenever we were in Dublin and went to that restaurant,
Yeah.
and we all got mains and Aoife got a pile of sides,
Yeah.
something like that, where it was just like the wings and then a pile of like ribs.
Sometimes the sides
Nachos,
the best bit,
yeah.
because when you go to bootleggers, the best bit is the fucking
Is the dirt
what do you
poutine
call it?
fries?
Poutine
Yeah,
fries.
poutine in my mouth.
Chips for Christmas dinner as well. Unreal.
What are you picking for?
What's your drink? Main course.
Main course drink. I would have an Irish coffee out of Buena
With
Vista.
the main
out of
course.
Buena Vista in
Oh.
San Francisco.
Nice. You're so
I've been
cultured.
craving these so much when I came back.
I'm like Ramore, and you are like, oh my god, you're so cultured. And it's she's like, oh, I would import a nice Irish coffee from San Fran.
It's the place where it originated.
I would probably have a hop house, a pint of hop house. It's a spot for me. Like.
Big dirty pint.
It's tough. Huh? I'm quite liking that Brewdog. It's one.
Yeah,
Punk
Punk IPA. Elvis
It's not
juice.
too heavy. Like.
You'd quite like Elvis juice.
I can't really get into the APS. They're too sour. Or
Is
something.
that all the Brewdogs APAs? Like,
They're like just I don't
there's
really
nothing
know.
really that different with them. Like.
They're just craft beer.
They're nice. Huh?
What do you mean different? Like from
Like I
normal
don't
beers?
I don't have it and be like this is like nothing like beer.
Yeah, I
I
think
like
they're very
it.
sour or something.
It depends with that one I get, the blue one, it's not
Yeah,
too
the
bad.
Punk
like.
IPA. The Punk IPA really hits you at the start, but then after a while you start to notice like that you get an aftertaste with it, which is quite nice. I quite
Craft
like it.
beer-
Yeah.
The craft beers you have in the markets and all were different.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're proper kicks to them.
But would you drink craft beers all day? Like I could do one or two of them.
No,
but
like it's the same as having any other pint. Like you have
Yeah.
a few pints. Like.
Like Guinness. You wouldn't be on Guinness all night. Like.
There's people that do it. Hey,
No.
sorry, I
But
don't
fair,
know. How.
fair play.
and sit at the bar and fart all night. Like
Yeah.
On
they're bubblers at the bar.
what about dessert?
Oh, mine's coming into my head.
Have you ever had Bailey's cheesecake?
I feel
No,
like that's a
can't
Christmassy
fuck
one.
that is a
though.
Christmas. Yeah.
I've never. You can't get it
Bailey's
anywhere.
on cheesecake.
I got it.
Because can
No,
you get
no.
a more Christmassy dessert? Like?
Bailey's cheesecake. You can't get it anywhere. I had it like
Can you not?
10 years ago. I can't find it anywhere.
Can't find it anywhere.
You can get like
I've looked high and low.
We could just imagine
I've
Shay
torn the
going to
shelves
like
of
two
solder.
can't get it.
Shay's going
It's
into two
impossible.
shops and Katie being like, I can't find it. It's just nowhere to be
If it's
found.
not in Katie,
If
it's
it's not
nowhere. lad.
Katie, it's nowhere to be seen. You know what I would have? Hey,
What?
you ever been to Morelli's in Port Stewart?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
They
me.
do a banana boat.
I hate ice cream.
The banana boat.
I'm not an ice cream man.
Sail
sorry.
me away. I'd have it.
In your
What about you?
I'd have a Five Guys milkshake.
You'd have 5 guys for Christmas, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
5 guys.
Is that
5 guys milkshake's so basic. Like.
Are you joking?
Yeah, it is. Like.
That's one of the best milkshakes.
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't rate
for
them.
dessert.
Well,
Would you have a
I
Maggie
don't-
Mays one over 5 Guys?
No,
Yeah.
Maggie Mays is too much. They try to do too much.
It's
with it,
Christmas
man.
though. Don't worry about it, lad.
But it's like
You just
they
like
get
the-
carried away with the marshmallows. And
You
all
just
that.
like the
Do you know
tender
what I
love
mean?
and care of 5 guys.
I'm trying to think what else.
They're not being tight on it. Like
What else would I want? Pavlova.
Pavlova.
that's
Nice.
Christmassy. Like
Yeah,
That's Christmassy.
get it out. Like next thing you're gonna be saying, I'll have jelly and custard.
Aye.
Jelly and custard.
apple tart.
What a fucking
Fair play.
awful combo.
What is it? What are you having? Christmas Eve? Not Christmas.
We're gonna get on to that, but this is a different question. You're ruining the whole.
You're ruining the
podcast.
master plan.
What are you having? What are you having for dessert? Bailey's cheesecake.
How much from that?
What about you?
You're not having it 'cause you can't get it anywhere.
You're having a fucking
I'm having
Ramore
banana boat.
banana
No,
boat.
a banana
Jesus
boat from
Gonna cover it
Morelli's.
in lotus sauce.
And what
all that
about
white chocolate?
What's your final drink to finish off the meal with?
Water?
Wow.
Water. Water.
I feel like you need to go whiskey or something.
You need to bring yourself down to earth after all those flavors.
But you don't want to. Yeah, I suppose.
I would have a Jameson and ginger.
By that time,
By
do
that,
you know what would finish off nicely?
what?
A wee blue wicked.
A WKD.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Flip me.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna snug yourself into your wee Adidas tracksuit bottoms and your Oswegos. Go out tonight.
A smell of ice.
You say his Wagos and he's actually wearing his Wagos.
We were actually doing this thing at the wedding, and you like, it's called like getting iced,
Iced.
right?
I've seen this.
yeah,
Yeah,
life,
man.
Oh my
I've seen this.
God.
David
The
Dobrik did
Americans
it
are
on
showing
the
us it.
vlog.
There's like Americans at the
vlogs,
wedding, and they were like showing us how to do it.
Yeah.
So like you just hide it.
Yeah.
I hate.
Do you know what it is?
It's,
What if people just go up and go like, "You're iced"?
No,
or-
yeah,
No,
like,
no,
so-
it's not as great. It's actually good crack. Like you just random, like you hide it in front of someone. It sounds cringy, but
How do you hide it in front of someone?
that's the fun part. Like
Yeah.
you have to be creative. Like Like they started off and they like hid it behind the menu on the table.
Yeah.
So then you were like, oh, I wonder what's for dinner. Lifted it, and then they're like, go chug it.
Yeah. You
So
got
that's funny.
iced, and then you have to down it.
They're,
And does everyone just go, you just got ice?
no one goes like, oh, like, that's
Just
what you'd
got
expect
iced.
it to be like.
That's just how I imagined it.
I know, that's what I sort of imagine
You
too.
just
but-
imagine you hand me like, you got ice.
Yeah. And then there's ones doing like putting it in their suit jacket pocket and just walking up to people and being like, if you look at it, you have to drink it. Like.
Just imagine people, I iced you, lad. I iced you.
Yeah.
You got ice, bro.
He's getting to bed that night. He went down by your shirt. You were letting a bit of sellotape to you iced. Jeez,
Next. Your eye's actually going to hide one under a pillow.
Oh
But
my god, man.
don't make it.
hide one between your ass cheeks.
I knew you'd go there.
Oh my god.
Oh, days.
Straight for the asshole.
You've been iced. Oh dear.
Says it all.
Daddy.
That was a good one. Nice one. We'll say it's Christmas. It's the 22nd. So you're either listening to this on the 22nd or after the 22nd. So Christmas is in the horizon, or it's been and gone. One of the two. But
Christmas is
how do you
coming.
spend Christmas? Like, what's your? How do
Do you spend it with the elves? Fuck me.
How do you?
He's morphing now.
How do you spend Christmas?
He's morphing into an elf.
Oh my god.
Because I feel like
Could you give
we
your
all come.
balls away if it was a Christmas
We all,
present. Oh, sure, you couldn't beat it.
you
eh?
couldn't beat it.
Wait, can I put the star in the tree?
I gotta write my Santa list and ask for new friends.
Maybe a set of balls.
Oh my god.
Right.
Right.
No, but I feel like we all have different sort of like. Obviously, we all come from different backgrounds, different family
Well, the Protestants
circumstances.
do something different than Catholics.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
gonna-
not? Yeah.
Knock.
what do you do?
Well, should we tell what we do first? Like?
It's usually is
Get up.
It's usually not what you do. It's usually what you aren't allowed to do.
No.
Well,
we
get
We're
up
not
at, like,
allowed to wrap
what time
our
you get up?
presents
So we-
with wrapping paper because
we normally around 10.
Oh no, sorry. We'll go night before. Have you any like tradition night before?
Yeah. Roughly around 5 to midnight, like before Christmas, we like get around the fire and we hold hands and like pray for Santa's.
That's awesome.
We pray for Santa's safe journey.
Just hope for.
Oh,
No, that was a joke. I'm just expecting like for me to come out with something and you
Like,
fully
expect-
believe it. Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, we have not. We've no. Like, what are you talking about? Is you lot that have all these traditions? Like,
What do you mean?
mean
Like
you?
what? Like what?
Do you want to go?
Like what?
you will probably light
Go
a
on, say
candle for something and do like, all this.
Don't start on us about lighting things. Fuck off.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Love we candle.
Use a plenty of fucking wood left over from the bonfire for the fire.
If it's a rainy night, like we light a wee candle, make sure Santa gets home safe.
put a wee tea light in the windowsill.
Pray to the saint of travel.
But
Pretty sure there is one too.
no, have you found it like being like weird now? Because obviously, all your brothers and sisters are grown up, whereas like I didn't grow up with any younger brothers or sisters. Mine were older. So like, what's it like now? Because I feel like your ones are old enough now to obviously know that presents come from mummy and daddy.
Yeah.
And oh my days, like what's that sort of been like, that transition where like a lot of people still say Christmas is still Christmas until like the last sibling stops believing in the whole thing. So what's that been like?
Well, this is sort of just the second year of it, but
Oh my days.
it was it was definitely better whenever all of them didn't know. Like,
Aye.
more so than just one, because it was just the three of us chatting around, just like sort of being like,
It was so
"What about
awkward.
dickhead over here doesn't have a notion like."
It was so awkward though. Like
What
when
a
like,
noob.
there's people like getting presents and like, you know, your ones have spent a load of money and you're like, oh thanks Santa.
Do you do that?
She get down and like open
No,
presents.
but you know,
Thanks, Santa.
no, but you know,
Love this shit, man. Oh, fucking X-Rocker. Oh, yeah.
oh my god.
You know me so well,
Oh my gosh, Skeletrix. Santa. Oh my gosh, how did he get it down the chimney?
How did it fit? Santa Daddy.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. No, did
elves
you
are
been
shit,
busy this year? Did you actually have to pretend? Like?
No,
See,
but
I don't
you know
understand
the way,
this.
like,
Do you
you sorta,
imagine
like,
Tommy
you
being
can't be-
ecstatic in the morning? Like,
You can't really be like the year
Holy
ones
fuck, that's
thanks in front of the kids because
Just be sneaky.
do you know what I
Fist
mean?
bump on the couch.
Sorry, open the mouth.
Did you like? But what was it? What was it like? Because Neve's the youngest in your house. So like, what was it like whenever Neve stopped?
I don't know. Like,
What do you mean you don't know?
He wasn't there.
Did you feel the magic disappear?
it's just sort of like that's just not as exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it gets to the stage where you just don't even, you're not asked about getting out of bed early anymore. Like,
Yeah.
You're just like, oh fuck that.
Yeah.
No,
Getting up at 6 in the morning and all.
man. It always used to be in my house, like before, it was all like they were too excited to sleep, like, and they got fuck all sleep because they were just excited, like. And like we get off. There was more. Every year it fucking gets earlier for some reason. Like last 2 years ago, 2 years
Running in
ago,
this one with dad's room at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He's up. He's up.
I don't know, but fucking like 2 years ago it was like 5 o'clock. This year they all knew, and they weren't even like, not that they weren't excited. It was like more so like, we know the fucking things are down there. Let us go down.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You're not fooling anyone.
It's like, let me get some fucking sleep, like.
When you're
Because we always go down together, like.
yeah.
Like no man left behind, like. I was left behind 1 year. I never forget. I was fucking itching.
Were you?
So itching.
You
So
could have
itching.
imagined you hopping on
I
Christmas.
think I was like,
Shit, eat your turkey.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to eat it.
I was deep in sleep, and like they came in and they're like, "You coming down?" And then like I was up all night the night before, like setting the toys up and all and getting everything ready. Like I've been doing that for the past 10 years, like. And I was like,
Someone's got to do it.
I was only in bed like an hour, so I was obviously like in a real deep sleep, and they must have came into my room and be like, "Ready, coming?" And then I would just be like, you know, like told them I'd be down or something, unknowingly that it was Christmas morning, and they just went on without me.
What time did you wake up at?
Probably like an hour or two later, like. It was like 6 o'clock, or like 6:30. And I was like, "Fuck, they have slept long this year." Like. Went downstairs, all the presents were open. Like. The fun was over.
The fun was over.
Missed it. Like. 4 o'clock last year.
Wiping your tears.
4
with a fucking
4
wrapping
a.m.
paper.
4
like.
o'clock.
Seriously?
4 o'clock. And they didn't go to bed till
I
like
don't
12.
think we've ever got up that early.
Man, they didn't go to bed at 12. So it was literally, where did they go to bed? 12 o'clock. And then, shut the fuck up. And then you're down putting the presents and shit out. So that takes an hour, not 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like. And then you're straight on the bed and then you're up again. Like. It's so fucking annoying.
Oh, you have to wait for them to go to bed. Like.
Yeah. Gonna probably buy sleeping pills this year. Like.
Just drug them all.
Drop them all.
Fair enough, eh?
Need to.
Do you want a hot chocolate?
Help you sleep better.
I can't even like I knew I found out quite young, but like I remember my sister, like she was so good at like playing the part. So there's 6 years between me and my sister. She's older than me. And I remember always coming in, like, even like with regards to like, I would have struggled, I would have done what your wee brothers and sisters would have done, like struggled to sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember Amy used to come in like at like 12 and be like, "Do you hear that?" And like she'd have been like, I think that might be reindeer hooves on next door's roof. And I used to be like,
So last year.
I can hear that. I can hear that. But I don't know, because got a wee nephew now. He's 3. So I'm thinking maybe a wee bit of spark will be put back into Christmas or
so?
something. I don't know. Well,
Probably
they're
not,
obviously not over at our house on Christmas morning, like open presents or anything. But like,
You're going to go over to theirs at 4 o'clock in the morning.
but like last year my sister.
That's what my ones do.
Last year my sister.
Yeah.
They call out at like that time in the morning, just like wait till they've just opened the, like they're there like 10 minutes after you
to
get down. Like,
relive the magic. Like.
reliving the magic. Like.
My sister FaceTimed us last year at like 8 in the morning. Charlie was only 2. Like.
Yeah.
Charlie didn't even have a clue what the
Still
heck was
don't have a
going.
clue, like.
But no, he understands when he's getting a present. Whereas like this time last year, even the year before, like it was just Charlie propped up in the mat, just holding this book, and Amy was like, "Say yay, Charlie!" And Charlie was like, "I have no clue what the heck this is."
Leave
Like,
me alone. You can't even read.
I know, but you'll understand this year. Like,
What are you going to get him?
like see children's first Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
their house was teeming with stuff. Like.
It's
Taming
it's a waste
stuff.
of time getting kids.
Yes.
presents for-
They wouldn't even bath.
It's like little
They'll
things.
never know.
Yeah,
They're never gonna know.
but like,
Get him a chew toy or something.
but like people
Or
get
just get a load of stuff. Take the photos.
yeah.
Leave it
Leave it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the
Like
money.
your parents can't be like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And then you just send the photos. You know, to get like sort of live far away a wee bit so they don't they can't come and see the presents.
Yeah.
And there's
Take
people
photos.
buying them presents, so like wee baby grows and all. What do you think of that? Oh, it's lovely,
But, like-
isn't it? Do you like it? Yeah.
He's just like, the kids are at that age, like between that age where they grow so quick as well. But like I bought Charlie a wee balance bite not too long ago. He's grown out of it now.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's like what? Like,
Do you not be
wasted.
raging?
It's
No?
cheap too.
Huh?
You not be raging?
Not
You know,
really,
you
it's-
spent £600.
it's-
on it.
You better cycle that till you're
It's,
13.
it's
like.
part of. I suppose it's part of growing up, lah. It's just it, lah. It's the sacrifices you make when you pop away now.
Emotional.
That's it, lah.
What's your favourite part of Christmas?
Yeah.
I like whenever the dinner's over, the stressful part's over, and everybody's
You're
just.
not fucking cooking
You
it,
be
are you?
serious?
I do help out, yeah.
What are you cooking?
Yeah.
Fucking
I help my uncle with the Brussels sprouts and all.
Yeah,
Pour the water.
sprouts, like the fucking shit
like-
that nobody wants. Like.
We go over to my aunt and uncle's, like, and it's nice whenever you eat the meal and you've kind of got that because you anticipate the meal. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you wake up, you're thinking, what time are we having dinner?
yeah.
When are we having dinner? And then once it's over, you just go in, do a bit of the cleaning up.
Straight
You
to
all
bed.
go in.
Nobody cleans up after Christmas dinner.
I know, but you put the stuff in the dishwasher or something.
I feel like Ross
You just don't clean up after yourself. Like,
Ross cleans
I
the
come
whole
in here.
house.
I come
You
in
need
here.
a few
I come in
hours
here
to
We're
today.
gonna take
settle
3
down,
hours. We're
like.
gonna
I
take 3 hours here, guys, and we're gonna clean the house.
I come
Top
in
to
here.
bottom.
I come in here today, and
It smells like chicken.
Bruno's up in the kitchen, and Thomas came in and goes, "You look nice." And she was like, "Oh, thanks." They give him a bit of chocolate to reward him for his good behaviour. Then she turns around, she goes, "You would have got another bit if you cleaned up the beard hairs right out of the sink." Like, then he's sitting going, "Oh, no one clears up. You just don't clear up."
Wait till you move in with your woman and see how you get on.
Yeah. I have no beard hair to trim. Like. So, joke's on you. Have you? Do you do Elf on the Shelf?
Scorch?
Yeah,
Did
not
you
anymore.
do Elf on the
No.
Shelf? La?
I don't understand.
Briefly,
it.
like a year.
What's
Yeah.
the point?
It's a lot of work.
Is it the whole elf moving around type of thing?
Yeah. The kids can't
Starts-
touch the elf though.
But you can.
And the elf can't touch the kid. No. But like no, the
Oh,
elf
God.
like you
Jesus.
can't. Hold on, I'll look it up. Elf on the
Yeah,
Shelf.
Elf in the shelf.
You're not
just
allowed to
fucking
move 'em.
Drill a hole in
Kids
the
aren't allowed
shelf,
to move
so-
'em.
Yeah, is that the point? What is
Yeah.
the actual point?
He doesn't move during the day. He just stays in his place. So like you're
And
not
the
allowed to move him.
kids just don't touch them. Like.
You're not allowed to touch him. Like. And every night he moves to a new place.
You can't touch the elf, but the elf can touch you.
You wake up and the elf's in your bum.
How much drinking do you do at Christmas? Like?
Not a
When's the
pale,
drinking
like.
start? Like?
The premise is that each night your elf flies to the North Pole to tell Santa Claus whether your children have been naughty or nice. It's a cute way to keep the spirit of Santa alive and encourage good behaviour in your children. So basically, elf is a tout.
You fucking
And,
snitch.
and
Snitches
basically,
get stitches,
but the
like.
whole point is then every night he returns from the North Pole and he's in a different like position.
What about global warming? Like?
I know,
Just flying about.
I know, but he
nowhere.
obviously magics himself there.
Does he?
It's like he shows up something.
I highly
He's
doubt.
like,
I highly doubt Big Man's stopping at like Go. And oh, there's
Fuck, you wouldn't need to
there's
be
diesel
on these
tonight for
prices, eh?
163. I'll fill her up tonight.
Santa's
No.
not coming this year. You can't afford the fucking fuel.
But no, I think like what's some of the most elaborate Elf on the Shelf ideas you've did?
I didn't actually do it myself, but like good ones are like, say for example, Alpha's been cooking last night, so he spilt the flour everywhere, and like you do wee footprints through the floor or like around the table or stuff like that. There, I've seen one too where they cut up the child's pajamas.
God.
What?
And they left the elf with a pair of scissors and like little clippings of the pajamas.
The
The elf tried
So,
to get
like-
in your pajamas.
The child wakes up the next day and his pajamas are all cut up. Like.
Oh no! Is he wearing the pajamas? Like?
Yeah.
What? So
What?
you have to sneak into your wee brothers and sisters' room.
Children are heavy
while they're-
sleepers, like.
Well,
you know-
slicing up
Imagine
your
they're
wee
waking up and
pajamas.
you're just standing with a pair of
You'll
scissors.
be able to judge by your own child whether or not this is
Yeah.
going to be like possible, like, whether they sleep heavy or not. Like.
Flip me. Like.
Jesus.
Or you can, or like sometimes to dress them up and
The elf's
stuff.
a bit sus. Like. I wouldn't be letting him in my house. Take her eye off me
Running around
halfway up
and-
the pajama buttons.
Couldn't watch them, like. Couldn't watch them.
So
Like.
like,
Yeah, just up to mischief, no good.
it's so silly.
Nice. Such a silly
You
elf.
have to be creative, like.
I seen one where
This has
it was an
become
elf.
like a parenting podcast
An
about
elf.
what to do for your kids at Christmas.
Damn.
An
Definitely
elf
one of the
fishing in the
listeners.
toilet bowl and all.
Yeah, yeah.
Does the elf have a mistress? Does the elf have a Mrs. Elf?
Mistress.
That'll have to be introduced into the
I seen
equation.
one
We'd be cutting off her pajamas.
I seen one where like They had him on the toilet and then like toilet paper and all. And they put chocolate and toilet paper so it looked like he was wiping his ass in the toilet. Funny, like. Comical.
Nice.
Christmas humour.
Nice.
Comical
Good fun
as
for all the
some
family.
Good
shit.
fun for all the family. Like. Oh my days. That's good. Like.
I like that.
What were you saying about? Do you drink? Like, you obviously use drink. These are
No.
uncles.
What do you mean?
I don't.
Says you.
What?
Fucking last few nights out with
Right.
Dublin and all.
Fucking-
Dead on.
A&A's been ringing you today about Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Just
but
fucking drink more than I do.
do you drink much on Christmas Day or the day before?
It just depends. If you're going to the woman's after Christmas dinner, you have to not drink. So you don't. You don't do. I feel like if you don't do much drinking before the dinner, you don't
Yeah.
really get too drunk because like.
I don't really drink at all. Like until maybe that night. Like
And then
during the
after,
day, I might have a beer or something with
Yeah.
dinner, and then I'll be in like Aoife's that night, and I'll probably take a drink. Like, but
but you're full,
really do any-
you're just ready for bed after your dinner.
No.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I don't really be in the mood for drinking around Christmas. Then like maybe the days after and stuff, I'd do more
Boxing
drinking.
Day.
But
Yeah.
Christmas Day, not
Is Boxing Day
overly
better
fussed.
than Christmas Day?
When you were younger, yeah.
Do you not feel like now?
No.
I think it is. Though.
Boxing Day was better than Christmas Day when you were
When
younger.
you were younger, yeah.
Why?
You got the presents, but then like for me, like I don't know, I'm speaking from experience. Like for me, I got my presents and then went over to my aunt and uncle's for Christmas dinner, so was taken away from all my presents. So like Boxing Day was the day where everybody just left me alone. Like I remember when I was younger and I got Lego and stuff. Like all I wanted to do was build the Lego, but you couldn't take it all over to
That's a lie.
your aunt and uncle's.
I
Like.
almost.
All you wanted to do with that Lego was shove it up your
Yeah,
ass.
exactly. That was where the elf was.
What?
But like,
Building the elf
why
house.
are we getting really weird here about like putting things? Yeah.
But I think
Go away.
I
I want to do things with Lego. I meant to
leave
say
me
your
alone with
nose.
the elf.
You wanted
Um,
to shove it up your nose.
What I feel like the older you get, the more like Boxing Day is better because like you're like Christmas Day is dinner and all, but then Boxing Day you're like doing something or having the crack or going
Yeah.
on the
Would
sauce.
you rather have Christmas Day or New Year?
I hate New Year's. It's always shit.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
I think it's sort of
another
the
year
best.
closer to.
I feel like it's always shit though. Like, it wasn't as bad last year, but like any nights out I've been on New Year's Eve, it's been shit.
When's Bunker?
Bunker.
Is it Boxing Night or is that?
Night,
Oh, it's the worst ever.
There just was always some drama
Yeah.
on Boxing Night.
That's the thing about. I think everyone sort of goes out to their local sort of place around Boxing Day, and it's like meeting all these people you try to avoid all year,
Yeah.
and then it's like there's rows. There's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
fucking rows,
Aye,
and there's
that's
always
exactly
just
what-
shit staring, and it's just
I feel like people our age still go to Bunker though.
people older than us still go to Bunker.
Like it's
I
such a
remember
tradition.
going. I remember going whenever I was like 20, and there was 30, 40-year-olds there.
Do people go to the pub around on Christmas Day?
Yeah,
but
people
it doesn't
usually
open
go
at 2
for
or
a
something,
pint.
doesn't
No, it only opens for a short amount of time.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
people would get up and like go straight into the pub. Like.
That's a big thing, I think.
Yeah, it is. So you go in for
I
pints.
suppose like for people who live alone or whatever, like it's their only
I
real
think it
form
is
of.
sort of a tradition for like men as well. Like they would go for a few pints while the women sort out the dinner and come back and have the dinner.
Flip
That's
me,
the way
you know.
it should be.
Yes, sexism. Love it. Quality.
But speaking,
Would you ever do that? Would you ever like to do that?
No,
Go into the pub,
no
like?
way. Like.
no. What, like if
Just for a
Aoife
few-
was at
for
home
a
making the
few-
dinner?
Oh, no, well, it doesn't necessarily have
No,
to be
but
the case. Like.
I
But
know
would you mind a
because
wee creamy pint? Like,
not on Christmas Day because I like to. If I was living in my own house and it was like me and Aoife and like there was dinner being made, like I'd be
Aye.
making the dinner. Like.
would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right,
couldn't.
okay.
couldn't
Well,
leave
to be
it.
fair, if you were living like
Talk the talk, though.
Bet, like.
you see, if we like obviously this will be the last Christmas we're like with our families, if that makes sense, and then next year we'll be on our own.
Why,
But like,
what's happening?
I think
Well, being
like
a
no,
band.
like as in like living together and stuff. But like, I think if you were like, say you lived, or say your family lived abroad or whatever, or like say you went over, like say we all lived up in Belfast and you just went down home or whatever, went for Christmas dinner with your ones and came back and all. Like I wouldn't find it weird that like the six of us would maybe meet up on Christmas night and like go for a pint or something.
Yeah.
But like
People do that. I think that's mad. Like.
Well,
Like people on Christmas Day all go, like I know like my cousins and stuff would always go out on like Christmas Day, like they'll go out.
yeah. See, I find that mad. Like. It's just what you're used to. Like. It's tradition
Like that's
over
what,
here.
for me, that's what Boxing Day is about. Like you meet up all your mates and go out, like,
Yeah.
have a few pints. Like.
We're very family orientated in this country. Like.
good family man. Like.
I was looking in this week about like weird traditions that like other countries do, and I found a couple of really weird ones. Like,
Right.
so in Austria, right, there's this thing called Bad Santa, right?
Santa?
So British kids are well acquainted with Father Christmas, Santa Claus, or whatever you want to call him, but they can consider themselves lucky they don't live in Austria. That's because it's here that a ghoulish creature called Krampus,
Yes.
the evil accomplice of St. Nicholas, is said to wander the streets in search of badly behaved children. During the month of December, you can expect to see terrifying masked figures out and about, scaring kids and adults alike with ghastly pranks. So basically, like,
What the fuck?
yeah, so
I've seen
obviously,
videos of this. It's
obviously,
fucking scary.
yeah.
It's
I'm
proper
not-
weird.
Do you want to see him?
Proper petrifying.
Do you want to
kids,
see
like,
this Krampus character?
Let's see.
Like they all.
Holy fuck.
Imagine you being 4 years old and you're like,
That is
you being bold.
mental.
Krampus
That's
is going to
mad,
come
like.
to you and that boy runs up to you on the street. Like.
Bit extreme, like.
Bit extreme. I find that weird, like.
Winter slash.
Yeah. So there's this
Says
other
what?
thing, right? In Finland, okay? Many homes in Finland come equipped with their own sauna, and at Christmas time, this cozy spot becomes a sacred space associated with long dead ancestors.
Your sauna.
Yep. On
What?
Christmas
Nice.
Eve, it's customary to strip naked and take a long and respectful stint in the sauna, which is also believed to be home to the legendary sauna elf. After
This can't be real, like.
after the sauna session, Finns head out to the evening celebrations while spirits of those of the ancestors take their place in the bubbling water.
That's awesome.
So stupid. Like.
So you have to strip naked in your sauna.
Should we doing that anyway?
You
I
can strip
do-
naked.
If
I
there's
know,
a
but
sauna in your house,
if
like,
it's
you
your
do
own,
whatever the
yes,
fuck you
if
want.
it's your own sauna, like you'd be getting in
You're
a
not
butt
going to
naked.
hop into the
But that's the
sauna
thing.
with your kids and just strip.
But
like.
why are you bringing kids in this?
Well, Christmas, do you bring kids?
No,
What the
right.
fuck, like?
I was thinking it was Christmas. Like,
Here,
it's about the kids. Like.
I don't know what happens in your house, like.
We don't have a sauna. We just use the bath.
They go out into one of the big sheds and Shay's dad sticks the space heater on. Yeah, there's a couple other weird ones. In the Netherlands, shoes by the fire. Every year in the days leading up to December 25th, Dutch children eagerly place their shoes by the fire in hopes that Sinterklaas will fill them with small gifts and treats
Sinterklaas?
in the night. Traditionally, carrots are left in the shoes for Sinterklaas faithful
Sinterklaas.
You have to say it in the
steed.
accent. You have to say Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas. A white horse. So there's apparently Sinterklaas has a faithful steed, which is a white horse named Amerigo, and you have to leave carrots and stuff for him.
What the fuck?
In the olden days, naughty children would receive a potato in lieu of gifts, but potato punishment is no longer considered an appropriate scare tactic.
That's foul play. Red card.
Did your man and I ever tell you were getting cold for Christmas?
Keep the house warm all year round. Hey, didn't have to worry.
There's a couple of other weird ones. So I think that one about the Krampus is so strange.
Did your ones ever like tell you that story as like one of your uncles or your cousins seen Santa?
No.
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 Did you ever go to Mass on Christmas Eve and they used to play like Santa Claus's face throughout the chapel?
What fucking
Someone used to get on the mic and be like, "Oh, Santa."
what chapel did you go to?
But it would have been like, "Oh,
No.
get home before Santa's here. Santa's going to be here in whatever amount of time."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
So apparently,
And who would have been Santa talking to you?
Yeah, hey, definitely.
Was it him? Like?
I think so. Like. Just stop it and just be like,
Stay
"Well,
on,
lads,
isn't
get to bed." Like,
As if-
I'm coming.
As if he like traveling all around.
and he came to Middleton.
Exactly. Like, he's traveling all around the world all night, but decides, oh, here, nice wee place in Middletown. I want to give the lads a shout out there. Like, get to bed.
There
kiddies.
was one year, there was a fella came in to paint our house, and he done like a Donald Duck impression on me one day, and like I was like obviously like 9 or 8 or something, so I thought this was class. And he must have told my mum and dad that he does a good Santa impression.
Right.
So like mum and dad got him to ring like the night before Christmas, tell me like get to bed, and all this random dawn like ho ho ho, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Santa. Turned out to be the painter. He came back after my sister moved out. He came back to like paint my room because I was moving into her room. Mum and dad hadn't told me, and he was like, oh, do you remember whenever Santa rung you? And I was like, yeah, like a few years ago he rung me. Like I was like, what was up with that? And all, he was like, that was me. I was like,
Did you still believe it that time?
no, this was like I was like 17
Well, who did you think
16,
it
17.
was?
Oh, that was the thing. I never asked. It's just
just
like
thought it was similar.
once I found out,
Like till you were like 16, 17, there was still
Yeah.
a party that believed.
That believed, like.
But Santa rang me.
fair looking back now on
Santa's
it,
real,
it's a bit
guys.
weird. There's a
Santa's not real, and you're like, well, you don't have his phone number. Like,
There's-
Did any of you used to think the Santa Clauses in the shops were real?
no. What do you mean?
Did you? You're such a liar. One of you had that.
I don't really remember.
Like, did you think that
it
was
being
the
a
real
thing.
Santa Claus?
When I was really young, I was pure starstruck. Yeah.
Did you think it was him? Like,
This is the real man?
Do you have to pay to do that?
Yeah.
They must make a killing. Hey?
absolutely watching you.
And you get the shittest presents
But like
ever.
now,
well,
like advent calendars. But
what
like,
did you get?
but like now, but like
One
now you're
pound
not
tie.
allowed to. I think you need to sign a consent form
You're
for
not
like
allowed
your
to sit on their
child
knee.
to sit on the knee.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Like,
Because
Yeah.
Santa could be any random fella.
Santa.
Santa could have.
Santa could be a chancy boy.
is that Santa? What's in your pocket?
But
It's a rocket for you, Jimmy.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh no!
This podcast
a good
took
toy.
a weird turn. Let's
a
flip
good toy.
me.
Good toy to get a Christmas.
It's 3 days to Christmas. Let's keep it
It's
PG.
about to blast off.
in Italy, there's a tradition called Belfina the Witch. So forget Santa and the December 25th, when in Italy, as all the action takes place on the eve of 5th of January. According to folklore, an old woman named Belfina visits all the children of Italy to fill their stockings with candy and leave them presents if they've been good. Just like Father Christmas, Belfina enters through the chimney and is left treats by the children who live there, typically wine and local delicacies.
How do you look for? She's a witch.
Yeah.
That's not very like comforting.
Yep.
Should do any like what happens to the bad kids? Like, do they get disappeared or anything? Do you know what's also going to be mad?
What?
You know the way we always know like Santa came down the chimney. The new building regulations in 2022 don't allow you to put a chimney in your house anymore.
How Santa
more-
get it?
no
People
more
have so many
fireplace.
different stories though. Like there is people that like are told different things growing
Yeah.
up. Like.
No more fireplaces. So that's at a point, like say a couple of years down the line, Santa's never going to come down the
How
chimney
Santa
anymore.
get in the house through the ladder box?
That's going to be. What do you think will be the next one?
Don't know. Though.
You get in through the fucking.
Could go real extreme. How'd Santa get in the house? He smashed that window there. Every Christmas, smashed the window.
He came through the Netflix fucking box.
He came through the Netflix
Sky box or the internet box.
How'd Santa get
He's
here?
fiber optic. Like.
He's fiber
He just
Exactly.
appeared.
Wow.
But I think we'll leave that there. This has been a good.
Do you not have?
What? Oh yes, no. Yes.
yes, Santa. Give me some presents.
So, as typical of a Thursday podcast, I have some "Am I the Assholes" from Reddit, and this time it's the Christmas edition.
Insert
Ding,
jingle
ding,
bells.
ding, ding, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Stop.
I'm about to read some Reddits out to Shay. Wow. Anyway,
Wow.
first one.
No one's gonna hear these because they just tuned out.
Drum roll, please. Am I the asshole for being an ungrateful, spoilt brat for the Christmas gift my
Feel
husband
like
got me?
This has sort of answered itself already.
I, a female at 35, want to begin by saying that in every holiday, me and my husband, who is a male, 33, both work decent jobs, set separate budgets for gifts. He uses his own money to buy gifts and I do the same. So basically, they both use separate accounts, their own money, whatnot. They don't use a joint account.
Right.
We've been married for almost a year, together for 3. This is our first Christmas as a married couple. He made a list of every person he wanted to buy a gift for. I stumbled upon this list by accident and out of curiosity decided to take a look. This is where things get mad. And this is where I think my girl, he is doing the dirt on
Just
you.
keep going. Why are you ruining it for us?
He's creating suspense.
I found that his friends / co-workers were on top of his list with gifts that cost over 5,000 in total.
off.
How much are
Where
these
the
costs?
fuck does he work?
For example, he got a $600 wristwatch for his co-worker, a $250 bracelet for his sister-in-law, a $900 workout gear for his friend.
So her sister.
Yeah. There was more. A $900 workout gear for his friend.
Workout gears and like what?
Must be like a treadmill or something. I don't
Right,
know.
okay.
Like, could be many things. There was more, but that's all I could remember. What made me upset was that when I got to my name, I saw that he bought me a $20 something kitchen spoon set in stainless steel.
Oh my god.
I was too shocked to ignore this, and I had a confrontation with him about it. He argued that A, it's his money and he's the one paying for it, so I shouldn't be in control of that. And B, it's his co-workers / friend are important. His co-workers / friends are important to him, and he's known them for ages. C, he said a gift should be appreciated no matter the cost. I argued that he was disrespecting me and dismissing my feelings with the gift he chose to get me. Not to mention that I spend a lot of money for his gifts to buy him his favourite shoe / gaming brands. But he got upset and said I was acting like an ungrateful spoilt brat and urged me to get rid of this attitude and accept what he was giving me. The argument got worse and we stopped talking to each other. He still says I'm being ridiculous with my overreaction and should stop. Did I overreact? So basically, she's found this list, and on it,
You don't have to repeat
she's
it, man.
getting a $20 stainless steel spoon set, and he's buying like hundreds of pounds worth of stuff for co-workers and friends and sister-in-laws. So do you think she's overreacting?
This is where you need to consider, is it really the thought that counts?
I don't know. Well, that's the thing as well. Thoughtful presents
this-
as well.
yeah.
Like a spoon set. I do get it. There's so many. There's so many.
Is there
things.
meaning behind it?
Like she shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Yeah.
But then you can see why she got annoyed. Like.
But surely she's gonna know anyway. Like he's not gonna just rock up and spend that amount of money without her knowing. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna bring it into the house. Like.
He must be earning decent dough. Like, it depends as well how much dosh he's earning.
Yeah,
Because
but
if
you
he's
said at the start,
but
there's
like-
an agreement of how much to spend on each other.
They work decent jobs, but the agreement is they set separate budgets for gifts each. So like you and Aoife may decide, oh, today we're saving for a house, so we're going to spend £50 on each other this year. They don't
Yeah.
have that. It's a separate budget. Like, you decide what you want to spend. That's it. So she's basically saying, like, I go out and I buy gaming stuff and like shoes. So like probably a couple of £100 worth of stuff, whereas he's going out and buying her a £20 spoon
Yeah.
set.
Yeah,
But
well, that's different. Like, if it's an agreed
But
price budget, if they
crack.
both agreed to pay like 20 quid and that was their budget, like, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But if he's spending that on other people and just like being like last minute thought,
Yeah, the dishwasher's done. But there's context to that, though. Like, realistically, there's context to that as well, because like he could be spending more money on her throughout the year.
for
Like, he could be treating
Aye.
her to times away, like stuff like that, and maybe like,
no pleasing on me.
you know what I mean? It's
Fuck
like,
me.
I think I'd said this.
But
to
like,
listen-
why is he spending money on getting people bracelets
Well, you
and stuff?
see-
Like that's a bit.
yeah,
in the comment section, a lot of people were like, I would be sus about the whole bracelet situation, because like how much you spend on someone also indicates your like affection towards them.
Yeah, because like, can you imagine like you doing that? Like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very like if you got, especially like if the new, like if you say you
her
spend
sister too.
I know, but it's if the co-worker. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's
say
fine.
you're spending like 800 quid on something for them, and they're like, oh my god, like there's definitely gonna be some sort of
Yeah.
like
Did
they
it say the
could have
co-work-
family that wouldn't
Yeah.
even spend that on them.
That would be
Do you
the
know what I mean?
equivalent
Did they say
me-
the co-worker was female?
Don't know, they never said.
So it could be a man, like,
Oh, but like fuck me.
And
but they
still could be romance involved.
But they could be like, but he's in a relationship with a woman at the minute, so well, that's
Oh,
more
But
likely.
even still, like who's spending £800 on something
Weird,
for
like.
one of their mates? son?
Exactly.
Like, get a grip.
Yeah,
So
Where's my
what,
£800 watch? What the
£8
fuck's
enough.
going on?
Like.
what are we branding her? Is she the asshole or not the asshole?
I think he's definitely up to some shady shit. Like,
Yeah.
But at the same time, she shouldn't have been hooking through stuff.
I feel like in a lot of these instances, common sense prevails. Where like if you told me, "Oh, I'm getting Brona a spoon set this year for 30 quid," but I bought a co-worker the new Call of Duty game at 80 quid, I'd be like, "No, you need to sit down and think about this logically."
But what if she really wanted the spoon set?
You would probably get her something else.
Would you though?
See, we need more information.
Like how much money do you
We
have?
need to know deeper
I
into the
don't
story.
know.
It's
I don't
just
know why. Is there meaning behind the spoons?
she.
like?
But then if she hadn't have done what she done, she wouldn't have been in the situation in the first place.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
then
true.
maybe she's found out something that's going to lead to a bigger discovery.
Indeed.
Oh no.
The last one that I have here is, am I the asshole for wanting my son and daughter-in-law to come stay with me for Christmas? I moved out of my house, my home state, a few years ago with my husband. We have 3 kids still in our home state. Every Christmas, the youngest 2 come down, but my oldest hasn't come for Christmas yet. I keep inviting them, but he told me his wife's family has a huge party every Christmas and she does not want to miss. He says she looks forward to it every year and her entire family goes to it, and it is not a tradition she is willing to break. So he says coming here for Christmas isn't an option at all. I feel like this isn't okay. Then can it? I feel like this isn't okay. Then can at least come. They can at least come over every other Christmas. Now she's pregnant, and I know she won't want to travel this Christmas. But once my grandchild is here, I would like to see them all for Christmas. But my son told me they want their child to also partake in the big Christmas party. I snapped on my son and told him it was unacceptable. He has to make time for his side of the family too, and I expect to see my grandchild for Christmas. He told me sorry, but this is something that is very important to his wife, and he doesn't want to ask her to give it up. I told him it's fine for him and the daughter-in-law to grow up. They are married now and they need to compromise. My son has been avoiding my calls and won't be coming here for Thanksgiving. So basically, summing it up, because I feel like it's very long-winded if someone's driving or something.
Right.
So basically, this woman has a son. The son isn't coming over for Christmas because the wife has this tradition with her family. Now there's a wean along the way, and she's like, no, absolutely not. You're not going to your in-laws every year because your wife says there's some tradition. You have to compromise.
But you could compromise.
You could.
I suppose they're American, since you mentioned Thanksgiving. So like they could be like, right, well, every Thanksgiving will come to you.
Yeah.
But like it's like, oh, it's messy because like, but then there is fun. Like I know families that every year
Yeah.
they go to one side of the families for Christmas. Like.
Yeah.
It's just what would you do in that situation? Like what is your plans to do it? Like do you think, are you gonna do it? Like
I think that compromise works in a couple of different ways, where if you're not willing to, I don't know, it's a tricky one, because like I keep referring back to her and she's like, oh, you know, they live in a different state, and for some people, and obviously in America that can mean a couple hours of a flight, let alone a drive. But I'm thinking like, you know, if I was in that position, would it be like a case of like, right, my wife doesn't want to completely give up the tradition, so why don't like 1 year I'll take the kid and go to my mum's and spend Christmas with my own family.
She doesn't have to go.
And she doesn't have to go.
Yeah.
She gets a day without the kid. But then it's like, then the wife won't want to miss the kid for Christmas.
Yeah.
Then that's where it all gets a bit messy. Whereas like I feel like, you know, I don't know, like it's a tough one. It's really a tough one.
When you have a kid, you're sort of starting your own family. It's already
Yeah.
up to you what you do. Like.
Yeah.
It's messy though.
But they're before that stage too. It's like,
family drama. Like.
yeah.
What are you planning on doing? Like what way do you
Don't have
think
no,
you'll do it?
because I feel like it's really easy for us, because like Lucinda's family love Christmas. Like they do, like all their family comes over and stuff. My family aren't really like, I wouldn't say they're not Christmas people, like they are, but like my family aren't really that, like they wouldn't be bitchy or whatever if I was like, oh, if I didn't see them at all, I think there would be an issue.
Yeah.
But at the same
Like,
time,
if you spend Christmas Day at Lucinda's every year, would they not be raging?
I think if I was over at them with them for like Christmas Eve,
What if you had a kid?
probably still the same. You don't know until like everybody says this stuff, like, oh, we'll be fine with it. Then another thing that I would say to that woman is, well, like you moved state like, did you ever consider that your son would have a child?
What you're giving up, really?
Like what you like? So you made the sacrifice to move. So like
she moved?
Yeah, she moved state.
Oh, fuck well.
And her 3 sons stayed at home, but like her other 2 sons come and visit her for Christmas. This one son who has the wife stays at home.
She not come visit them?
Why can't she take part in this said Christmas? You know what I mean?
Her.
Yeah.
Fuck her. She moved.
She is having none of
That's
it.
it. Like,
She was the one who moved. I thought it was him who moved.
yeah.
How do
No.
you think you'll do Christmas when you're older?
I think if I did have a kid, then it would just be at the house, like at my own house, and then just go around the other houses and visit like during the day. But depends where I'm
See,
living
that's a
too, at
pain
the
in
same
the
time.
hole as well, isn't it?
But you'd have
Like
the
doing
morning
all
and
the
stuff to
visiting,
yourself. I think once you have your dinner and stuff and you call in the evenings and stuff, like wherever you have to go, like. But I think if you have your child, like, you don't want to be fucking taking them away from their presents and stuff in the morning.
Do you
like.
think you'd have Christmas at your house?
What do you mean?
Like, when you're older, do you think you'll host Christmas, though?
For my, like me and myself, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know about, like, do you mean like bring the whole family around? Like?
Like, just doing Christmas dinner, like, would you have to invite the family? See, I think
I don't
that's...
think so,
In
no.
my head, that's drama as well, because I feel like some people take, like, hosting Christmas dinner as, like, a whole big thing. Like.
Yeah. No, I think if you're like a young family, like, you're not going to be expected to do that sort of thing. Like you're not going to be expected to put on a face for like fucking 20 people. Like.
I suppose it depends where you're living as well. Like.
If you had a butler and stuff and you're living in a big mansion, like,
I think there's lots of different ways you can work it. Like,
what a way to end it.
Yeah,
Christmas is ruined.
But yeah, if you're actually in if you're married or whatever and you had to compromise for Christmas, let me know. Like, is there any tradition? Let me know. Sure, drop us a DM. How do you work it?
We'll help you out.
Exactly. But apart from that, listen, everybody, have a lovely, happy, safe Christmas.
Yes.
Enjoy yourselves. Take lots of food. Watch out for that cheeky elf. Make sure he's not cutting any clothes off you this year. And
wear 2 pairs of pajamas.
We will be back in 2023 at some stage, at the start of the year, hopefully. But
bigger
yes,
and better.
Exactly. Have a lovely Christmas, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.